5 o'clock. Where did the day go? Hey, here with TheEZGZ. Had a day off. All my stuff was at the balance shop. Gee, what did I do today? Well, I couldn't stand it. Kind of cleaned up a little bit, straightened up, and decided that I ought to have a look-see on the 2110. I know what you're going to say. Can't you leave nothing alone? Do you have to tear everything apart? My goodness. Well, I figured it could use a good cleaning, and I'm glad I did, because I found an oil leak under one of the head studs going into the head on the valve cover side. Got a little bit of leak there. Got this big pile of pookie on top of this cylinder over here, because I guess I missed the oil fill slot a few times, and it usually is the case. These things don't cool very good when they're packed with junk, so it's a good time to clean it up. I went ahead and dropped the valve covers, put the dial indicator on. I checked all 4 valves on one side of the engine. You think that's good enough? You think I ought to check the other side just to make sure? Well, let me remind you, one side's good enough because there's only 4 cam lobes, and both sides of the engine are operated by them. You got 2 valves being opened by 1 cam lobe. Let's see, which side was it now? Actually, all in all, it didn't come apart too bad. Yeah, this was the side right here. This was the culprit. I had to take the exhaust off this because I was going to transfer it over to the Baja, and I saw some oil over here. Look at this mess. And I must confess, I did the big no-no. I got the 1.5 quart oil sump on this, and I was down low, and it was before I had any of the other engines taken apart, but I was concerned about the flat cam situation because I knew the 1776 was in trouble, and that was a couple years ago. So while I was piddling around with this, I thought, well, I don't know, seems okay. I'll throw some synthetic oil in there, blend it, and I guess I got lucky, because this thing has the dual springs. Oops. Oh, I'm getting too old for that floor stuff. Anyhow, you've seen it before. But in order to fix that, I'm going to have to pull the rocker arm. And I think it just weeped behind. I don't know if I put silicone behind these washers or not. I guess we'll find out. I'm assuming that I probably did. But you know how that synthetic oil is. It'll kind of find its way around. So I thought I ought to address that, and this thing is same age as the 1776 was. I gotta say this probably has less miles on it than that 1776 had, simply because the high compression. And I thought maybe I'd pull the head and take a look at them, and I want to clean up the cylinders. Maybe stick. We'll see what happens when I pull the heads off. That'll kind of tell the story. I want to lower the compression. This has got 9.5. I'd like to get that down. They said they might have my balance job done tomorrow, so gives me plenty of time to do it. I won't, as far as I know, have to get into the case. This has got good oil pressure. Everything's good on it that I can see. Unless something unusual, crazy comes up, but the cam did check out okay. But if I could get the compression down on this thing, then I don't have to worry about it. I can run the dog manure out of it, and like I said in other videos, I'm getting tired of the dirt and the sand and all that off-road and stuff. It just hard on stuff, and I don't feel like doing the maintenance as much as I used to. Although it's nice with the garage straightened up and things, put away. So I'm going to squirt some brake fluid on there and hose it off before I start to it, and I'll probably retorque the case bolts. Then I can crank them up to 25 pounds and see if they move. If they don't, I'll just leave them alone. So that's where we're at. That's how I spent my day. Hope you had a good day. I need a burrito. That's what I need.